I remember being sat in a lecture theatre a few years ago, listening to a guy talking about social media and all these sorts of things. And at the time, he was broadcasting it live, or I think somebody in the back of the room broadcasting live or tweeting live on Twitter. And as he was giving tips and people were looking at his presentation, I think it was great. The biggest question people had was, okay, that's great, but how? How do you build a business online? And he would say, well, you need to, do this, and you need to, yeah, I understand that, but how? But how do you actually, how do you get people to sign up, and how do you get people to give you money, and how do you build a bit, how do you do it, how? And it's this how that has carried on for the time that I've been online. People are always asking how, and it's almost like you're the magician, and you're doing some wonderful party tricks, and they see the trick and they see it working and they go, yeah, that's great, but how do you really do it? Well, I've just shown you. Yeah, I know, but how do you really do it? I don't really get it. You know what I mean? So here's the thing. Right now online there are hundreds, probably thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of people who are watching videos trying to learn how to develop an online business. They've bought courses, they've bought programs, they've been to meetings, they're looking at YouTube, they're looking at Facebook, they're looking at all these different things of how to generate an income online. The key here is there are less people who are actually doing something and actually gaining some traction. Most people are just learning. So here's a tip for today, here's a secret for today. Go and learn something, okay, and then do it, because you'll learn again. Okay, it's a little bit like, as I said to you before, back in day one, about getting a coach and learning karate. Okay, you've got to kick, you've got to punch, you've got to do something, you've got to do a little bit of fighting. Okay, you can't just watch it on a video and hope that when the time comes to need it, when someone jumps out and tries to steal your wallet, okay, you can defend yourself. It ain't going to happen. Okay, you've got to do it. And when you start putting yourself in the arena and actually doing something, that can be scary. It can be a time where you might not succeed all the time. You might fail quite a few times, but at least you're learning, and you've got to do it. So yeah, you can watch these videos. You can watch me presenting. You can see me, giving you good advice and that sort of thing. But essentially, you've got to take action. And I'm not really one for memes. I'm not really one for wonderful sort of quotations and things. I do enjoy them sometimes, but not all the time. But it just brings me back to Abraham Lincoln when he said, if you want to climb the staircase, you've got to climb the first step. You've got to get on the first step. We'll speak soon.